All right, here we are, 2025, man. The year of big changes, big moves, lots of new projects, and I'm so excited. This year, 2025, I've been really excited about this year. Some of the big changes and the big moves, we just can't talk about yet, and we'll get to it. Big projects, new projects, stuff like that. That's exactly where we're starting off. Last time we were together, we talked about how there was a customer dropping a car off. We ended up having about a 1-week delay. The car's here, it's right behind me, and we'll talk about that in just a second. As soon as the car got dropped off, I had family in town, then I had to take a business trip, then I got the flu, then I got pneumonia, and that's how I spent my Christmas and New Year's. Then I had more family in town. Then it's been just really cold, like miserably cold. I can turn on heaters, but that doesn't warm up the tools, man. And cold tools in your hands, those suck. Those suck a lot. Crazy enough, we just had snow yesterday. And you know what? A little bit of warmth always follows a storm like that. And today it's a blistering 43 degrees, which means the garage is actually pretty comfortable because it's been in the 20s for quite a while. We're getting started, man. We're getting started. We're finally in the new garage, and I've got so many plans. And I've talked about so many plans. Painting is definitely going to be a thing. Redoing some drywall, more outlets, all that stuff. HVAC. We need HVAC. That's a thing. Let's talk about the car. This is the car I was telling you. Beautiful color. She is really, really pretty. And one of the things that excites me the most about this project is we're doing it for a lady, man. This is a lady build, and I'm so excited. This is actually the wife of Project Lazarus. When I delivered Project Lazarus to them, they were both so excited about how it looked and what I did. I really kicked myself in the butt. Like, I've gone through all of my old footage, and I never had any footage of a finished product, and I'm so sorry about that. Like, I'm really sorry about that. They loved it so much. She wants me to get her car to the same level that I delivered that car, which it was, you remember when it was a mess, right? And then we brought it to awesome. And she's already gotten me a lot of the way there. There's a 99 spec front over there, which is gonna go on the car. There's a bunch of other goodies in the back of the trunk that we're gonna get to. And she's already finished the entire interior as well. Honestly, I really kind of dig the vibes. So she redid all the carpet, new floor mats, new seats, redid all the suede, some of the leather. It's a twin turbo, 2+0, obviously. Can't remember the year, think it's a 91. She showed me before pictures and this thing looked like a calico cat. It was rough. So yeah, exterior, interior, looking amazing. Engine bay, not so much. Classic Z32 problems. It's just old. It's old, it's been neglected, it's probably been repaired and things done to it, but nobody just took the time to do what BC do, because let's be honest, guys, only BC do what BC do, and I just do it because I love it, and I just want to keep these things in the world. I had an extra plenum laying around, so I gave that to her. She's taking it off to powder coat. I think they're gonna powder coat the plenum the same color as the car, so I'll probably get down to the valve covers, do like a wrinkled black. I think that would be a good compliment. There's some overspray here I'm gonna try and take care of. Some of the things that come to mind is obviously we're just cleaning this up. We're doing all the deletes that you normally do on Zs. Picus is coming out, fuse box relocated. They basically want just a completely tucked engine bay, a lot like the RBZ, and hey, that's awesome. I know we're doing some headlight stuff. You could see this front bar has been smashed. The car has been in an accident, so we're replacing that. We have an extra on hand. I think we're doing intercoolers. Again, all this stuff is in the trunk. So yeah, let's pop the trunk and see what we're doing. Like, let's take out the inventory of stuff we're doing. Pow! There's holes here. This car was pieced together from a lot of other cars. I think this is a 95 hatch. She's gonna go with a 95 wing. Originally, they got a pre-95 wing. She's not happy with it. Doesn't line up with the holes that are here currently, and she doesn't wanna like re-drill anything. So they're gonna do a 95 wing. Okay, I have not looked in here. I have not looked in here. And this car has been here in for over a month. So we have some massive intercoolers and some massive brakes. They've already been powder coated to the color of the car too. Wow, okay. Xenon inserts for the stock headlights. So we're doing that. From Project Lazarus, we replaced the headlights in Project Lazarus. Part of that was keeping his old busted headlights, so we will practice on one of them old busted headlights first to be able to make sure we can take things apart. Okay, the corner lamps for the 99. We got the Hikus delete bar. We've got a box of Z1. Oh, I'm assuming those are brake rotors. I'm gonna get this guy out of here. I don't wanna scratch this up. She talked about the radiator. She wanted to upgrade to a Koyo, so we're probably gonna pull that out. She's missing her front hamburger symbol, and I've got one on hand, so we're gonna do that as well. I feel like there was something else we were doing that I'm not seeing. Okay, so intercoolers, headlights, big brake kit, Hikus, radiator. The car runs fine. We're not doing anything to the engine. All the tucking, all the deleting. Yeah, with the Hikus delete, we are converting to a non-turbo power steering pump. I know that. Replacing damaged things. And then, you know, just doing what BC do, right? Taking it all apart, cleaning, and then, yeah, we're just cleaning. A lot of cleaning. The wiring harness is brand new, so that's a good thing for us. And yeah, this is gonna be a dirty job. It's gonna be a dirty job. Just doing deletes and cleaning stuff up and trying not to freeze my ass off. So that's uh-oh. What is that? Why? It's power steering. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be great. All right, so I guess the first thing to do, because we're doing a lot of front end stuff, we get the car off the ground, we get the wheels off, we take the fender liners out, and we just start deconstructing. Yeah, let's get a little music on the background and start tearing this twin turbo apart. Crap, camera died. I'm on the phone. I hate the phone. I don't know where to look on the phone. I'm actually kind of glad. Sun's going down, temperatures are dropping. It's starting to get kind of cold in here. I am going to drain the sadness, and I'm just gonna let the sadness drain all night long. And then tomorrow we will pick it back up with the rest of the front end. Get the front end off, intercoolers off, get all the brakes off. I'm actually gonna end up pulling the fenders off. I've already pulled a ton of the stuff off here, but still got a lot more to go. So yeah, we're gonna do that. Say goodnight, and I'm gonna just let the sadness get out of the car, and then tomorrow we'll be back just tearing the rest of the face off this beautiful scene. Good evening, boys and girls. I'm back. Yeah, I didn't jump right back into another time lapse or tearing stuff apart. I've just been doing some work and listened to some jams. All of this is just extra stuff that I found in the front end, like pieces of hose clamp, all kinds of just random stuff. This was actually in the fan housing for the air conditioner, just in there. I tried to spin in the fan and I heard it hit something, and this was just hanging out inside there. So that's not super happy fun time for that fan. No surprises so far. The only other thing I've noticed is the intake pipes are super oily and grimy, and there's grit, maybe just bad filter maintenance. But other than that, just yeah, just stuff and grime and gunk and debris, and we're getting there, man. We're getting there. I think for now, for this week, I think this is where we're gonna wrap it up for the video. I'm gonna continue to work on this, start tearing the engine stuff apart. I wanna get that plenum off. All right. So I've decided to change directions with this video and interrupt past me, who was just talking to you, and bring you future me to show you the in-between me and what has happened. So I would have continued to tell you that I'm wrapping it up and these are what I've planned to do and some of my findings, but I haven't gotten around to editing this video until just now, and I've already started filming the next episode. However, I've reached a roadblock. There have been discoveries, there have been findings, there have been things that have potentially changed the direction of this entire project. And I'm still not certain. I'm still waiting on some feedback and some decisions, but it all has to do with what I just talked about, removing the plenum. I think it was a day or so later, kept on working on the vehicle and went ahead and started taking things out of the engine bay, pulled the plenum, and I'm gonna show you what comes next. All right, it's the weekend, and after the last video, and that last video hasn't even come out yet because I just haven't done the editing. But I wanted to record this because I got to a place where I have concerns, I have worries, I have hypotheses, if you will. Lots of progress. Everything's removed off the front. AC is out because it's actually garbage. Somebody at one point tightened up the thing and actually wound the metal tube around itself, so it wouldn't do any good if it was in there anyway, and the system wasn't even charged, and that thing was loose anyway, and it was just trash. I don't know what's going on. Once I noticed the damage and I saw everything and it wasn't charged, I was like, all right, I'm taking it out anyway because it's just a lot easier to get everything out. I just pulled the intake manifold off, and boys and girls, man, I saw something you don't want to see. I saw something you don't want to see, and I'm going to show you because it sucks. And now I got to make a phone call and see what they want to do. This was all going so well. I have a flashlight. Let's see here. All right. Cylinder 1 looks great. Cylinder 2, sparkly. 3 looks great. 4, sparkly. 5 looks great. 6, sparkly, and those are finger swipes because I was trying to see what it is. Yeah, that's aluminum. Aluminum metal flakes. I'm gonna have to drain the oil and see what's going on, but 2, 4, and 6 are all linked to the passenger side turbo, which tells me that the bearing in that turbo is bad and that the impeller wheel is just eating itself. That sucks. Like that sucks, dude. Oh yeah, there's metal shavings right there coming out of the turbo. In the area between where the turbo is and where the pipe would have sealed, like that's a huge ring of metal flake. My guess is that turbo is completely trashed. And obviously they continue driving it. They're just going to be injecting more and more metal into their engine. And all that flake is now inside the cylinders. If it's not finding its way out, which I hope it is, who knows how much metal is inside the head and inside the block. Yeah, I need to drain the oil. I'm going to drain the oil and then I'm going to bring you back. Oil is drained. Oil is sparkly. The oil is sparkly. Let me grab a rag. There we go. Bum, bum, bum. And I have glasses because I need to see sparklies because I wear glasses. Maybe you've seen them, maybe you haven't. I don't know. But let's take a look. And if this doesn't show up, it doesn't show up. But I can see that. But yeah, see the sparklies?
Lots of sparklies. I'm going to put my finger. Oh, I can feel them. How do I do this with... I need a third hand. I'm going to use my mouth, but you'll be able to see them. Yeah. I don't know if any of that's shown up on camera, but I mean, I can see the metal just looking at my finger right now. There's a piece right there. Oh, there we go. Wow, look at that sparkly right there. Yikes. That sucks. That if I was a client, I would not be happy. I don't know the history on this car. I don't think I talked about this in the last video, but after Project Lazarus, she was so happy with like what I did that they purposefully waited because they know that like I'm the only person that they want to do the work on their car. And now we're talking about a full engine pull and a complete rebuild. This is not good. Who knows how much of this is everywhere in the engine. And if this finds its way into the bearings, which probably it already has, like it's super fine. It's very fine. It's very gritty in the oil, which means it's been getting chewed up. It's probably already in the bearings. And if I'm being honest, it's imminent failure of the entire engine. That sucks. I wouldn't want to hear that, but I know they trust me and I know they know what I'm talking about. And I'm showing you guys right now that this is what's happening. Yeah. I'm back. And this is definitely the last clip of the night because I can't do anything more. So I just took the power steering pump out because it needed to come out anyway because they wanted to do the Hikest Elite with the NA power steering pump. So I needed to take that out, which just gave me access to the intake tube on the turbo. And as soon as I pulled the intake tube off, this was inside the turbo. Very chewed up, not a part of the turbo. At some point, this must have got dropped into the intake track. Excuse me. Guys, I'm not going to try and shove the camera down in there, but I took a picture with my phone, and I'm going to show you what the turbo looks like. Look at this. For one, a blue gasket. That's not OEM. Somebody's worked on this, but look at this turbo. I'd like to say I'm stopping it there to omit the explicitive, but typical fashion camera died. This camera drives me insane. I need to do something about it. But yeah, as Past BC was about to say, this turbo is effed. So we're stuck. And that's okay. Definitely not any kind of expense anybody was looking forward to, nor the time. I'm all about them taking the time to make up their mind. And yeah, we'll get there. We'll figure it out. One way or another, there will be a solution and that car will drive and be amazing because that's what BC do. That's going to be it. That's going to be it for this episode. We are closing in on 100 episodes, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. This is 94. So that's exciting. We'll have to do something fun. But I'm gonna wrap it up. And next time, RBZ. Promise. I promise. I think that's like one of the most disappointing parts. This was supposed to be a pretty simple project with this Pink Z, and now it's not, which is gonna consume space and time for me because I really want to move on to the Stagia and the manual conversion and all the other cool things I want to do with that car. So we'll get there though. It'll be fine. All right. I'll see you next time. Episode 95. So cool. Ciao a tutti and aloha. Bye-bye.